Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 6th, 2024. This is for Cancer. Last shuffle for Cancer. Let's see what's up. Cancer, we have the healing light and we have a consciousness of lack. And this tells me that this would be you may feel like there's some missing piece as to why you can't like move on from something. There's something missing, like it's not making sense. You know, we could get over something if something is making sense, right? Like, uh, you know, uh, I always used to question that. Like when you watch the first 48, you watch like all these, like not unsolved mysteries, but any kind of crime show, which I'm like, I used to go to sleep to them things like to these shows, but they'd always say, we need to know the motive. And I'm like, who cares? You have evidence they did it. And this is a vibe of saying there's no closure if we don't know why they did it. And you're in this space of going, there's no closure. Some of you may be saying there's no closure unless I understand the whys. Something's missing. Yeah, there's something that you can't close out, and there's some information that it's like this you're struggling with. Like there's something that's not making sense. I feel as though something's not making sense here for someone. This may have to do with the mother. It would heal the inner child in you to understand why a mom is so against you sometimes. Like why is this person always against me? Why is this person always like refuting what I say? Yes, I can't make this up. So for some of you, that's it, right? The energy has to do with the mother of your child, the mother of your significant other's children, or child or something, some mother figure in your space. The healing light is the Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. It's like hard for someone to move on from some sort of a conflict because we don't understand why there was a conflict to begin with. What was the issue? This is centered around a conflict here, and it has a lot to do with the consciousness of lack, Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. It has a lot to do with, it's wild to me. There's no truth. What you lack is saying, I lack the truth. I lack closure. I lack clarity. And what was said in anger, what has been said in anger. Why was this person so against me? Why was there even an argument? Why was that even happening? This could have happened a while ago. This could have happened while you were a child or developing over time. Because there's a progression here, the page, the knight, and the queen. Some of you, this is over time. You're just like, today's a day where this may be highlighted simply because their spirit is coming forward towards you, and they may still be in the same energy they've been in. And you're just like, well, why have you been this way to begin with? What is it? I could get over it if I knew what the heck your issue was. You know, Sacred Temple is the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The spirits of people coming towards you are going to want to be jovial, celebratory, and they're going to want to get that energy from you. They'll give it if you give it, right? They'll get it if you give it. You'll get it if they get if there's some vibe of like you only get it when it's given kind of vibe. Everyone's meant to be giving and receiving love and being excited about seeing each other, being excited about being in each other's presence, as far as just spirits, people that come towards you. But some of them may be coming towards you in the spirit of like they're offended, they're offensive, they are ready, that they're protective, or like some way they've got some kind of guard up, and it's not meant to be that way. And spirit is saying almost to the degree of this where you may have to be a little bold, like, hey, none of that here, just for them to maybe say what's on. It's almost like you might have to back someone in a corner, and you may feel backed into a corner to be like, what is your issue? I'm seeing people hanging out, having a good time, and there's someone that's always like, oh, that you like that, that's and then it's like you have to turn to them and be like, yeah, no, really, what is your problem? It seems like no matter what I like or you don't like, right? You're talking junk about tomatoes, but I see you got a tomato in your sandwich. I see you're eating pizza with extra marinara sauce. What is your issue? You just want to say you don't like it or it's nasty because I'm doing it? What's your issue? There's something going on with this energy. So you have your higher self with the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. higher self, some of you may be in the space of saying, I there's a part of you that may say, you're not going to work with this, you're not going to build anything, you don't think that anything could be built, you may have lost faith in anything being built with certain people, you may feel like nothing's going to come out of something, and you may have to cut it off, ignore it, pretend the conflict doesn't even exist because there's nothing that could be done, no clarity to be had, and therefore that would leave a person unhealed. And spirit is saying that you got to work with what you got in front of you. You may have to confront someone, for it's almost like they like to challenge you, or they want to challenge you. There may be an age difference, that's why I say mother. But your higher self is telling you, almost to the degree, that peace will be restored if you work with what's in front of you and not lean on anyone else to get the clarity. Stand on it. Ask what the heck the problem is. Um, I don't like this reading. This message is like, golly, I hope this makes sense to someone. Because I'm like, who? I really can't stand this kind of thing where everybody's always kind of, there's always some kind of contention. I'm like, it's not necessary. And contention is hardly ever necessary. It's like, aim to understand each other, aim to get clarity and move forward, because everything is meant for everything is meant to be here. So maybe that doesn't jibe with you, but there's no point in saying, well, I like that, so you're bad or something. And it seems as though someone's doing this to you very low key. I don't see it being completely out in the open, to the point where it's like it would be really obvious, where you could turn around and be like, what is your deal? You might be the one that looks crazy because you're asking, what is your deal? But Spirit's asking you to really turn it around. And, you could either ignore it or get peace of mind by asking, look, I'm trying to have a good time here. What is the problem? Is this fun to you? I just want to know, is this fun? Is arguing with me confused, being conflictual towards me, contrary? Is this fun to you? Because if that's the case, then we don't agree on what fun means. We don't agree with what pleasant means then. And that's okay. Just be pleasant in your way over there. Right? So you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. We also have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus cusp. You could be a Cancer, Leo cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.